Alright, we're live. We're going to do a DK Millie Maker tonight. Let's see here. Gonna hop in here. See if anyone hops in real quick before I get in. Let's see. See if anyone hops in real. Get the chat going. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Trying to get this all set up. Beautiful. Looks like we're doing good here. D. Boom. Alright, gonna hop in a room here. Hop in. Got a free ticket I'm gonna use. Okay, instant start, first pick. Lovely. With the first pick, this takes forever. I got 7.3% of Gibbs. I feel like a lot of them I got was pretty early. Down to 1.8 Robinson. Need to get that up a tad bit. Behind on all of them, I just get late picks over and over. And get 5th, 6th, that's about the best. As you can see, I got 14.5%. Taylor, 16.4 Jefferson, and 14.5 Cook. So I definitely been towards the back a lot. I'm on the clock. Gibbs. Maybe. Oh, never mind. Now we're on the clock. Maybe. There we go. DKO is a little screwy. God, I can never get this position just right. How do I get the board on here? Right here. Let's see what's happening here. Robinson, Chase. I love how they use the old school draft board. Puka, JSN, pretty standard for the first 5. The draft starts right here. C-Mac, pretty normal. St. Brown, nothing crazy going on here yet. Sorry, cat's blocking half the screen. He likes being by me. CeeDee Lamb. All right, we got a couple double running back start with J&T and Barkley, Taylor and Brown, a couple little old school wide receiver, Jefferson and A.J. Brown. I gotta get back here and see what's going on. I'd love A-Chain to fall back to me. I know that's not gonna happen. But we'll KO him for the hell of it. Leaning London after. It's going to be hard to pass Henry up if he's there. I'm not a big Henry guy. And there goes A-Chain. Probably make Bride Rice. Get 3 out of the 4. Just which way do I want to go is the question. I'm not a big Henry guy. But Henry with Gibbs is going to be kind of rare. I feel like. So, I feel like Gibbs playing any of these guys. No. We'll go Henry. I really hate to be that far behind at receiver. But I really like McBride's role. So I'm going to go McBride. Henry and Gibbs probably isn't too common. I can't imagine. I rarely see Henry fall back that far. And that's going to be very low Henry for me. Yeah, I was at 0% before this. So that's going to be unique for me. I'm just waiting for the wheels to fall off. It never does. Unique start for me. I mean, I don't get a whole lot of Gibbs, so that's unique in itself. Be far behind the receiver, but I like a lot of late wide receivers. If I'm going to be weak in one position, that's the one I want to be weak on. It's hard to be much stronger than Gibbs and Henry. Again, I'm worried about him late season, but he just keeps rolling. Let's pull back up the board and see what's going on here. Nice luxury when you're at either of the ends. We got 2, 3 wide receiver builds. Cook, Allen, Neighbors. I'm a fan of that. Very early on Allen, but it's hard to get him in the 3rd round on DK. Underdog you can sometimes in the 4th round. I'm not one to let him go past round 3. Earlier than missed, but I'm a Bills fan. It's kind of hard for me not to get Josh Allen in the 3rd round. I did have a beautiful start on Underdog a while back where I got Neighbors in the 4th and Josh Allen late in the 3rd. I think it's going to be a pretty unique team. Had Hampton and CeeDee Lamb to go with that, I believe. And I think I was out of the 10 hole. Taylor, Chase Brown, very solid. Then to get Flowers, Wilson. If he gets Lamar on the way back, that'll be really nice. Little Chargers stack with Detroit. Loveland, he gets a week 17 to go with Detroit. We'll see if he tacks on some Chiefs there. About 2 week 17 stacks. Alright. I really don't want to get Jacobs. I have a bad feeling he's going to fall back to me. The Bills guy ain't going to like me. Because DJ Moore is going to be in my squad. We could try to build out a little more Detroit too here. Go Jameson. I feel like I like Mike Evans better though, so let's go Mike Evans. Those are my first 2 receivers. I want to start off kind of solid. I like DJ Moore. I like getting him better in the 5th round on Underdog. But when you start off, first 2 picks, running backs, and then your 3rd, oh shit, and then your 3rd pick's Trey McBride. You need to make up a little bit at wide receiver. Again, we'll see how Evans fits in that offense, but I imagine he's going to have a big role being the end zone guy. Let's go see the board again, see what's going on here. Yeah. Nope. Lamar Jackson went right in front of that guy. He'd be a little upset there. I'm sure Josh Allen guy thought he would get DJ Moore on the way back. But no, we ain't allowing that. Where's my pen? I gotta mark this off. They got a nice DK promo going on. You draft 15 in the week, you get $75. So I had to get some in. This is my first one. So I got 14 more to go. Want to keep track. Don't want to get screwed over on that promo. So I make sure I know what's up. I had an issue with one of them. Got it taken care of, but if I keep track, I know. Little QB run here. Alright, we better get back here and start looking again. Harrison makes a lot of sense to go with McBride. Other than that, there's nothing I'm really too keen on right now. But we shall see what happens here. Not gonna get that lucky to get him back. Don't want to try to backdoor Green Bay. I don't mind Pollard. We'll go Pollard first. I think Kraft Godwin. Try to backdoor Green Bay. So we're going Pollard. And I gotta decide Tampa or Kraft. Let's go Kraft. Can I add it? No, I don't think that actually shows. Because it still says I have 0% Henry. And I clearly have him on my team now. So it does not update live, apparently. Unless it does now. Nope. What you doing, Simba? Alright, we'll go back to the board here. Please don't get on the keyboard. You can lay right there. There you go. Alright, back to the draft board. Hurts and Smith. Got them stacked up. Not bad. Chase, Smith, Harrison. To go with Hurts. 3 solid running backs. Again, we're going to be super elite at tight end. I could probably stop at 2 if I wanted to. Especially if I end up with, well, it's nice getting those 2 extra rounds here. Right now our QB's in play. Purdy, Brissett, Love. If I really want to, I could stop at 2 tight ends, go Brissett and Beck. Try to get the early and the late. I have no Beck yet, but it might make sense on here if I do 2 tight ends. Kraft and McBride's pretty damn solid. And Tyler Warren, my favorite 6th-round pick. And on Reed with Watson, so if I want Love, I'm gonna have to pull him next time around because Team 10 will get him when they got Watson and Reed. So I'm probably gonna lose out on that. We'll see. I'm not exactly sure his ADP right now. I want to say 110s, 120s. Pulling in the 90s seems kind of too much. They had Dart on to go with Neighbors, so he already has Josh Allen and Dart, DK, so people usually take 3 QBs, so it probably would take him. A lot to consider Purdy here. I don't think I could take Kittle that early, especially coming off an injury. We think he's ahead. I don't know. We'll see what's here when we come around. I just hate to pull him up that early. I could really go nuts and could have went Laporte, but he's gone. I'm not trying to do shit like that anyways. I mean, Purdy makes sense with Mike Evans. And I really hate to pull Kittle this early. But Purdy and Kittle would make sense for Mike Evans. Brooks would make sense. I got 3 running backs right now. I don't really have to chase it, but we'll put Brooks as my 3rd option. Not that I need it, because we're going to go Purdy. Then Kittle, I hate to pull him that early. But he's my 3rd tight end. We are real set at tight end. But I just want to get that stack in there. So again, we don't have tight ends on bye till week 11 and week 14. I rarely would have a tight end room this strong. This is a team to pull Kittle up early seems kind of stupid. I should have really grabbed Pearsall. Really should have grabbed Pearsall, but it's okay. Yeah. Alright, pulled the board up here. I'm getting summoned. I shall be back. You what? We'll talk about it. Do what? How's that going to protect her? Well, she still didn't tell you. I told her to let you know where she's at. She was messaging me. We'll talk in a minute. I'm in a draft, so we'll talk in a minute. Huh? Do what? Alright. What we got going on here? There goes Pearsall. That's who I should have got. Again, I'm not too worried about the QB. Wide receiver. I'll pick up guys I like. Probably not the smartest move, but it is what it is. Especially when I already had two tight ends. But it may work out. I wouldn't normally do this. So, Love. Did we pass this guy? I hate when you get further in here. I may get Love back. Yeah, he had Watson and Reed. He went Shakir. So Love may actually be an option. Because there should only be 2 of us that would ever go after him. But this is DraftKings, so who the fuck knows? Yeah, there goes Love now. I could add Golden to it anyways. I need more wide receivers. So we'd have 2 of the weapons. Mayfield's not an option for me because I didn't get Godwin when I was considering him. I think of Jones to add a 4th running back on this team. I'm going to have some old guys. Old guy team here. Son of a bitch. So he went right in front of me. So, I'm going to go Jones. I think Romeo Dobbs. I think it's where I'm stuck here. Let's see. Go back to the board, I suppose. We got one team with 3 QBs already. I got Brissett in play. I got nothing else that makes sense for the team right now. If Willis came back, I don't expect him to. I might consider him. There's backstack options. Not although Dulcich is out of that. And I didn't expect Willis to come back at all, but we might be in serious QB trouble. It might be a double Arizona QB. To make sure I have it. But we'll see what happens. I'm going to go back here and start scouting. There's no way Shaheed and Sam Darnold are there, but that'd be a nice combo right there. Ward, we could always get an option with Ridley later. Not that that's too great. Stroud, we can consider. Tank Dell's there later. Noel should be an option. A Stroud or Woody Marks lands me another running back. I think he's more the receiving back. That's potential. I'm never going to want to pass on Diggs here. So if Diggs is there, I'm sure I'm pulling him regardless. We got a cat laying in front of the camera again. He's very needy. Simba here in front of the camera again, buddy. All right. So it'd be Ward and Ridley maybe, or maybe I think I like Ward over Stroud, if I'm being honest. But we'll see. I feel like I gotta grab one of these guys. Okay, so they made it simple for me. We're going Ward for the first pick. And I feel... Let's get Tajay Spears to go back with Ward. Because he's going to be more the receiving back. If I don't pull him up now, there's no way I get him back. So we'll add that in, and then we can look at Ridley. So at least we got him stacked up a little bit. It was either him or Charbonnet. Charbonnet's coming off an injury, obviously. And he's in a contract year, so I expect him to try to push through and do what he can. He has motivation. But will he push himself too hard? That's a question, too. Because I need something else there at QB. I feel like if I didn't pull something there, I'm going to end up with Brissett. I don't really want to do Brissett and Beck. This is going to probably be my standard 3-6-8-3. If I went Pearsall over Kittle, that probably would have happened. But I overlooked Pearsall, going straight for Kittle, trying to stack up some players. Stacking's always easier. Try to hit those massive points you need to win all the money. It's nice to run it back with people when you can. DK is definitely more the Wild West. I could argue shutting down at 5 running backs when you got Gibbs, Henry, Pollard, Jones, and Spears. It's not a bad running back room. Not that a Kamara's ever going to fall back, but I consider him. But there's not too many left I really like. And I need Brissett to come back to me. I got to get him. I want that third. I mean, Ward and Purdy's okay. Not special. So if we're going to go there, we'd probably go Kamara, Hunter, Brissett, Tesla. Again, we're highly unlikely to get either of them back. But it'd be one of them. And again, I just like Tesla. Found the end zone, I believe, 6 times last year. Somewhere around there. He is coming along pretty good. Obviously, we're done at tight end. And maybe Brissett and wide receivers. Again, if there's an RB I like, I'll dabble in the streets there. Then Debo's coming up. I like me some Debo. Again, hopefully Brissett comes back. If not, it may be a late back to go with McBride. And even then, yeah, Minshew's there too. But when they're out of playoff contention, it would probably be back to see what they have. I know this is a riveting video. I don't know if you look to see the side of my cat or my face better. But, all right, I'm hoping these guys last. Brian Robinson would make sense to add in too. I don't have to worry about it. We got Brissett. We got Debo. So nothing I have to worry about there. Again, like I said, we may stop at 5 wide receivers or 5 running backs and do 9 wide receivers. I think Moore's going to be strong. I like Mike Evans there. Dobbs is your third, ain't the strongest. And then we got Debo, which could actually be, a stack of the Niners. There's talks of him going back. So we're saying, Christian McCaffrey goes down, which is very possible. It's Mike Evans, Kittle, and Debo. But when I get some Niner stacks, I like to add Debo in general. But it makes sense. Again, I can consider Striblin just because he's on the team. I don't think he's going to play much at all this year, to be honest. But we'll see. So, we'll add him in. Nothing that I really have to have Robinson, if he was there, I would grab him. I don't expect him to be. Might be a Stribling Wicks kind of deal. And I could go by flex. I know I ain't touching QB again. We're going to believe Brissett's the guy. And running back's most likely not going to be touched, but there's a guy I like. I'll go for it. I think a ninth receiver is a little better for this team. There's a good possibility tight ends hit their flex when we're starting McBride, Kraft, and Kittle. We basically need top 3 tight end every week on this team. And then, yeah, we got Ridley coming up, too. I probably actually got to pull Ridley over Wicks just for the correlation. I don't know how much Jeremy Bernard's going to be used, but he's got week 17 correlation. I mean, Wicks, though, he does have our week 17 correlation. But we got Ridley week to week. I think Wicks is probably actually the better click. So maybe we'll stay with that. Ridley, I'm more likely to get back anyways. I honestly probably like them both over Stribling. I honestly don't think he's even going to play this year, if I'm being honest. Especially if I think Debo could come back. He'd be involved, but I don't know enough to score every week. So that's how I'll keep it right now. I do like him as a backup for Walker. Walker's not exactly the picture of health. So we're looking at Wicks and Ridley most likely. All right, so it's Wicks and Ridley. Because again, it's like Christian Kirk. I feel like he's going to be on the field more than Stribling. I mean, if the Niners suck and they're out of it, Stribling makes sense, but I expect the 49ers to be competitive. Even Tyreek Hill on this team, I don't mind if he came back. And then we'll add a Kirk in there. No, we won't. It's cool because I prefer Coleman anyways. Oops. A lot of people are on Allen for running back, but I feel like it's going to be White and JCM. Oh. DK, man, these drafts take a while. You get so used to underdog with that 20-second clock, 2 less rounds. But I do love that team feature that they added a couple weeks ago. That's nice. At least I think it was a couple weeks ago. That's when I noticed it. Ted Hurst, big fan of him. The new Mike Evans. Okay, you're blocking the camera, buddy. No one cares. Ain't no one watching anyways. Yeah, my buddy. How close we getting here? We're a ways away. I'm gonna pull up the board for the hell of it. I haven't pulled it up in a little bit. There's what we got going on. There ain't shit for QBs left. Glad I'm done. Falling asleep over here. After this, I should probably get to bed. Even though I got 14 more to do before I believe Sunday. Let's see. I even wrote it down here. I gotta get 15 done before 7:26 at midnight. So that'll be, yeah, Sunday at midnight Eastern time. It's over. Oh man, they just took Hurst in front of me. That sucks. Again, since I'm going nine guys, I can argue Tyreek Hill because no, if I take Johnson, we'll have the upside. Tyreek Hill, if he's gonna be there, he's probably a late season play. I'm not a big fan of it, but Johnson, I gotta mess him up. Walker's not a picture of health. So, I mean, the wide receiver room is going to be, I need 3 of them to hit every week. The tight ends are definitely in play. I mean, when you're starting off Gibbs and Henry, could be pretty strong. I got Pollard in there. He's splitting time. But I took Spears too. So I got the running back combo there. Forgot I took Pollard in this. I don't think he'll make it there on the way back, but Chris Bell's in there. Let's look wide receiver only. I don't think Ayuk's ever going to play. But, again, I hate when you got Debo who's not on a team. I mean, Wicks, he's definitely a splash play guy. Ridley, I don't know how much he's got left. But he fits my stack. I'm assuming if they're going to double team anyone, it would be Tate. Of course, he's got to earn that respect. It's not my favorite build. I'm hoping to get Bell back. I could go for a Thornton. I think week 16. Hopefully it goes off against the Niners. Yeah, I don't know. It's a long shot. Horton, I don't mind. A little injury concern here. We got 7.3% Ayuk, more than I want. Just not feeling great about him anymore. Think he either ends up in Washington or doesn't play. It's most likely. But I may get backed in a corner where I feel like I just take him and hope he plays on the Niners on this team. But Chris Bell's the guy I want to fall back. I mean, Horton should probably be my next option. Eventually he'll be involved, I think. Just when you got Hill and Debo, Debo's going to play. There's no doubt in my mind. It's just where I don't know if they cut Ayuk and do him a favor. Is there any news on him? Yeah, last thing. Signed him in Washington. Him and Daniels, I believe, played together in college. There's like nothing down here I want to have. It's Bell or bust, really. Mechie was a high pick at one time. Supposed to be a stud. I could consider him. But they got so many guys in Carolina. They're probably ahead of him. I mean, Thornton would probably be the fourth option. Should be ahead of Ayuk. I hope we don't have to worry about any of that. This draft's done in about 46 minutes. It's pretty decent. And do underdog in like 20 to 30. All right, so we got Chris Bell. That worked out. I'm okay with that. It's my last round pick. I'll stay here for a minute. Look at the team in the end. We'll just go by the board. I like underdog's layout better. We went Gibbs, Henry, McBride, DJ Moore, Mike Evans, Tony Pollard, Kraft, Purdy, Kittle, Aaron Jones, Romeo Dobbs, Cam Ward, Spears, Old Brisket here, Debo, Wicks, Ridley, Johnson, Tyreek Hill, who I think is probably going to end up being chief later on. And he could be huge during playoffs. And then Chris Bell. So that's the squad. I'm going to hop off of here and get some sleep. Y'all have a good night.